Grand Rising, Rock Cloud. I remembered some more information about Pahrump, Nevada, that evil, vile, uh, outer limits, twilight zone level of hell realm. Okay, so 2019, 2020, in and around there, I would go to a food bank on a specific day, and there was this older black man, like he was in his 70s, that would ride his bike to town, and we'd sit on the bench like a picnic table. And after a few encounters, he began to tell me that his background from an early childhood was basically he was being abducted and losing hours, coming home late from school, coming home late for dinner, and his father asked him about it, and he told him, and then his father believed him because apparently it was running in the bloodline. And then everywhere he tried to go, he joined the military and tried to get away, and everywhere he went, it didn't matter. So he told me jokingly, he goes, so I made my way out to this fucking hellhole, shithole, Pahrump, Nevada, Nye County, out in the middle of the east armpit of Jesus, right? And thinking I'm going to be safe from these motherfuckers. And then he tells me, looks me right in the eye, he goes, the aliens are running this whole fucking town. Watch yourself. And he told me about an instance where there was this hotel place where people go there on vacation to gamble or whatever. It's one of the nicer, this like one of the nicest establishments quality-wise in the whole shithole town, which is like a mess zombie hornet's nest of depravity by design. So he was at the pool and he had to go to the bathroom or something, and he mistakenly walked by and somehow got in briefly and peeked in, and he said the whole area where they have events was full of aliens. Like, that's what he called them, right? Really demons, you know. So then it became aware to me through knowledge, information, and belief that beyond the satanic aspect of the child and human trafficking and the methamphetamine sales and the heroin and everything else going on there, illegal gun trades that the sheriff's department's a part of. It's like a bait and shoot program. It's like a roach hotel, that whole town. You check in, but they don't want you to check out, or they want you to check out in a coffin, or your remains, whatever's left over that they didn't eat, whatever blood's left over that they didn't drink. And so after these satanic sacrifices and some of the human meat that's being dished out to their demonic covenants, there is a large amount of human trafficking which feeds the Area 51 base. It also feeds Las Vegas underground, meaning under the Luxor there's a special elevator like a VIP elevator, right? You got to be like platinum card or whatever. And there's underground cities dating back to Atlantean times when the Dark Brothers took over. And these are underground cities where these victims are taken, and many of them are bred, and the infants are food and sacrificed, right, to the archons. And the same thing's going on in a different fashion in Area 51, where each lower level, meaning, you've got level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. Each level down, below the earth, further down, is another level of depravity, another level of something out of a sci-fi horror movies, and like The Outer Limits or something. And you have to have special clearance for each level. So the clearance level goes up. And so there's experimentations going on that would make the movie Frankenstein look like the infants watching Teletubbies. The Greys, of course, have that nanotech in them, and they're controlled, so they can't protest what they're doing, really, or they'll get shredded by the reptilians and others. But the further down you go, we're talking about, if you've ever watched that movie Cabin in the Woods, near the end of it, we're talking about evil creatures that should never have been created, but they're recreating what they were doing during the Atlantean times when they took over, before the populace that were not doppelganged and body snatched and taken over, realized what was going on. And that's when the shit hit the fan in Atlantis. The Demiurge and his minions would rather destroy Atlantis and the whole planet rather than give up the control that they had and the energy source that they had. So they were creating a lot of these evil creatures back then, these beasts, and it was continued because they had underground cities prepared in advance, underwater cities prepared in advance, just in case, as a contingency plan. So things carried on, and right now it's like the cycle is continued, and the awareness needs to be brought about this. Much of the mythical creatures, the mythology that people think is fairy tales or they make movies about, because of course they have to tell us, because they think that they're avoiding karma and divine justice under the law of one by divulging through entertainment, through programming, through the television and other forms of entertainment. They think that they're dodging what's coming by divulging this all and making it like they make a profit off of it and laugh about it. They're, anyways, these mythological creatures are actually some of the beasts that they're creating in these facilities, and much of the DNA, the human DNA, that the Greys and the reptilians and the Archons are using is coming out of places like Pahrump, Nevada, New Mexico, other places where they like to live in the desert. So I had to tell you about this as a side note, that my hope is your ties with the military, your connections with the military, and whatever your missions are or dealings with the military, that's on the good side, because there's a dark side in the military, and then there's a good side, and there's kind of a gray area in between. So the dark forces of the military are involved in Pahrump, Nevada. They're knee deep in it, and it's pure evil. That whole town is just pure evil. Stephen King, with a Ouija board, couldn't even write what's really going on there every day. That place is a literal hell on earth, and actually, most of Nevada is a hell on earth. It's a total shithole. If my daughter, Sheldakai, who's 12, wasn't there, I would just say nuke the sand and turn it to glass, and in a few million years, make it an amusement park or something. But something needs to be done during this final battle. And correct me if I'm wrong, but once we fully activate, we'll be, from what I've been told, like the X-Men. And I would like it if you and I and maybe a few thousand others just went to Nevada and just cleaned up above and underground, and just stomped every last one of those archonic cockroaches into the ground under our heels, and make sure we grind them into the poof dirt to make sure their eggs are all squashed, because this evil cannot continue. It makes my stomach, turns my stomach, just thinking about it. I get a stomach ache and I want to throw up. So thank you, and I hope that we're able to get together eventually and meet each other and hang out and stuff, either before or after this is done, but hopefully by August of 2026, because we've got work to do. There's training in Telos to do. There's remembering in Telos for you and I to do. There's things that we are being kept from remembering because we have to go there. It's a part of the mission. I know this. I was told this, and I just know it.